What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sang, and today we're going to be looking at an article that talks about a Christian mother suing her son's school. So let's go ahead and hop into it. And as you can see, it says devout born-again Christian mother sues her 4-year-old son's school in first case of its kind in UK for making him take part in an LGBT parade. Good job, Mom. Good job. Doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. It says the head teacher of Heavers Farm Primary told Izzy Montague her son must attend. And in 2018, she went on ITV Good Morning Britain to talk about LGBT lessons. So it says a devout Christian who claims her 4-year-old son was compelled to take part in an LGBT pride parade is suing the school in the first case of its kind in the UK. Izzy Montague, who's 38, said she was told by the head teacher of Heavers Farm Primary School in South Norwood, a southeast London, that her son could not opt out of the event in June 2018. Why? Why can't her son opt out of the event? If it goes against my religion, he not doing it. I wouldn't have sent my son to school that day. He would stay home with me. Forget all that. Then again, I'm homeschooling my kids, so I wouldn't even have these problems. But back to the article. It says the school sent a letter to parents on June 19th, inviting them to partake in a pride march and celebrate the differences that make them and their family special. A week later, Ms. Montague contacted the school and asked for her son to be excused attendance on June 29th, as she was concerned about him being involved of a public display of adherence to views which he did not accept. Ms. Montague's request was refused by head teacher Susan Pappas, so the parent replied with a lengthy email on July 13th, Central London County Court heard. So she wanted to excuse his attendance on June 29th, and she replied with a crazy long email on July 13th. Why did it take so long to write an email back? All right, maybe there's something we're missing. At the start of the 8-day case, Judge Christopher Letham described Ms. Montague and her husband as devout born-again Christians, adding they bear a belief that sexual relations should be abstained from or take place within lifelong marriage between a man and a woman, and any activity outside those confines is sinful. They also say pride is considered to be the most serious of the deadly sins. The court heard that Ms. Montague attended a meeting with Ms. Pappas on September 19th, in which the head teacher's daughter wore a t-shirt with the slogan, "Why be racist, sexist, homophobic, or transphobic when you could just be quiet?" Giving evidence, Ms. Montague told the court that prior to the incident, she had expressed concerns to her son's teacher about the type of books they were reading in class, including a same-sex family book. Ian Clark, representing the school, said, "So you get this letter on June 19th and you see that it is about celebrating the things that make our family special." Ms. Montague replied, "It felt like it was lecturing me about something to do with British values, and somehow we weren't adhering to British values." Oh, and there's actually a clip of this. Okay, hold on. Let's actually watch the clip together.
No, I don't agree with that. You're born, anything.
So can you it's a choice?
No, of course I believe it's a choice. I've made a choice on what I think is right or wrong. I don't remember ever, thinking to myself, am I gay, am I straight? It's something that I have done based on how I believe. So even if I was gay, I do personally believe, based on my belief, that I feel that a heterosexual relationship is the right course of action for me. I'm not saying that you don't, but no one has forced you to be in a gay relationship.
Oh, I thought they were going to show like the whole... I thought they was going to show the whole thing. All right. Okay, then. And that's the article? Oh, I was about to say, that can't be the full article. Oh, there's another clip. There's another clip. Yo, we're going to watch this clip.
Yes, parents were afraid, very afraid. How would anybody feel from any community to hear a school say, no, this is what your child has to do, and if you don't like it, your child must leave? I mean, as the law still stands, children should be taught in line with their parents' faiths and beliefs. And if you send your child to school with a note to say my child cannot take part in an event, that should be respected.
That should be. I don't understand why, because she did what she was supposed to do. She's like, hey, this goes against our religious beliefs. I don't want my child to participate. I'll be keeping them back that day. As the head of the school, they call them headmasters over there, because over here we call them principals. How the headmaster gonna be like, no, I reject this? You can't reject me keeping my kid out of school. If I want to keep my kid out of school, I'm keeping my kid out. My mom used to do it all the time. Like, it didn't matter. If she thought the weather was too messed up outside, which many a times it was, okay, and school didn't want to close, she just kept me home. And there was no way the principal was going to be like, you can't keep her home because we decided to keep the school open. My mom would have cussed them out, like she has done many a times for other things while I was growing up. And she would have just kept me at the crib. You're not going to tell me no to my child? That's crazy.
It was the celebration of National Gay Pride Month, and the school was misleading as to what they chose to do. That we can, make it about a race thing, but people can be proud of who they are. So let's include Windrush in this. You come from a Caribbean background, we're trying to celebrate you as well. We're trying to celebrate the suffragettes, women's rights, women being able to vote. And so it was very obscure, very messy, very like, do I have a right to object to this? Because it seems that they're covering a lot of things that, have a place in my heart as well. But, you have to be able to, sort out saints from nonsense and realize that, hold on, this is still National Gay Pride. I myself would never choose to celebrate the two things together, and neither should anybody be forced to celebrate the two things together. You can be proud of yourself without having to celebrate other people's being proud to be able to, have sexual relations with each other.
Facts.
Coming on. Ooh. My problem with this is that there was lack of compassion, accommodation to parents who didn't agree with this and didn't agree that their child should take part. So it was unethical to sell something to children that otherwise they would never have known. In any part where you're doing anything to do with sexual relationships, you require consent. These children did not consent to being able to take part in something that I believe that you need to be of a certain age to say, you know what, I agree to this. My child was 4 at the time, and I think that was way beyond his scope to be able to understand. Day of the meeting with the head teacher, she was very, hostile. From the moment, even before we sat down, we were told by the head teacher that if any of our views were racist or homophobic or transphobic, the meeting would be terminated. On top of that, the head teacher's daughter wearing an offensive t-shirt that stated, why be racist, why be racist, why be homophobic, why be transphobic when you can just be quiet. That was written
so
on
they already had their minds made up.
Literally in black and white.
They already had their minds made up, and as you as the parent, they looking at you like, oh yeah, you're a bigot. So I know what's best for your child more than you do, and your child's gonna learn this. No, they not. They not. You can't tell me what my child can, because this ain't got nothing for. First of all, we talking about the kid being 4. Your job is to teach them colors, numbers, and words, and they alphabet and stuff. What are we talking about? They don't need to know about this.
And that's what made me, think something's not right here.
All right, here we go. It says, Izzy is being supported by the Christian Legal Center and is encouraging other parents to challenge the growing LGBT agenda being forced onto young children in primary schools. Good job. Good job, Mom. Good job. That's what you should be doing.
I would honestly say that, as a parent, you are your first child's educator. So the fact that the school was trying to override a parent and say no, that is a problem. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, it shouldn't be a case that, oh, well, you feel pressured and I'll send my child into school and they have to do something because the school says so. The school is there for us, not the other way around.
Thank you so much for standing on this, for continuing to stand. And we look forward to seeing how the case unfolds. I think it's really important that people are aware that in primary schools, this agenda is being forced out, literally forced out.
Yeah.
You had no idea, did you?
No, absolutely no idea.
They're trying to indoctrinate our kids
to face this at all.
At the youngest of ages.
Before, so, You know, it's just a case where it was sprung on me and I went into parent mode. I think every parent should be, you know, take notice of this, because it does open the gateway to many other issues. It's not just, you know, this issue that they would be allowed to do, and they could be allowed to do anything. And as parents, we wouldn't be able to, you know, have any say with regards to it. We would just have to follow what the school, what the laws say, which is clearly wrong.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we watched that. That was actually better than reading the article. So I'm glad that was an option and it popped up. But yeah, you can't tell me what to do with my child. Especially if I'm giving you the common courtesy, A, this doesn't fit our religious beliefs, I'm going to be holding my child back. You're not going to be like, no, you're not. They're coming in. How you going to tell me what I'm doing with my kid? My kid is staying back. Excuse you. Also, how does y'all school system work over there? Because this was like, according to the article, this was supposed to went down in June when all this happened. And then the mother sent another letter in July. And then they said they had met up again in September. Do y'all go to school like year round over there where this happens at? I know that's like a thing in Japan where they go to like school all year round. You have certain times for like breaks and stuff, obviously, but they're on like a year round schedule. Is that how it works over there too, based on how they was talking with this schedule? I live in America. So you get the whole summer off. But let me know how you guys feel in the comment section down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I drop a video. And until next time, you already know who it is. It's Sang.